Hello guys, Pokeplay here, and today we got another video. This is a top 10 guys. Yes, it's here. Finally a top 10. I always want to make one. I always like to watch people making one, and I always wanted to it's so cool to do. It takes some time. I really have to admit that. It's not something you do in 10 minutes or anything like that. It really takes some time, but it's so great to do. It's really awesome. And guys, keep in mind, all these Pokemon are just my opinion. If you have other Pokemon you would like to see in the top 10, or if you think other Pokemon deserve a spot in this top 10, just let me know in the comment section below. I'm really, well, I'm curious, what do you guys think about these Pokemon which I choose for this top 10? And this top 10 is about types that don't fit a Pokemon. So you will see what I mean with that, and well, I see you guys in my top 10. Number 10. Excelgor. Excelgor is a ninja type Pokemon, and it's monobug. Well, Excelgor, yeah, I like Excelgor. It's a really cool Pokemon. It has amazing speed, 145, good special attack. It's a really great Pokemon after all. But what I miss on Excelgor is a dark or a ghost typing. Just look at it, guys. This is not a monobug type, it's a ninja. The Pokedex entry says, having removed its heavy shell, it becomes very light and can fight with ninja-like movements. Even the Pokedex says it's a ninja, so why did you not give it a dark or a ghost type? Ninjas are, the most ninja type Pokemon are dark. Like Greninja, that's a dark type. You know, I think Excelgor really deserves a dark type, and I hope you guys are as well agree with it, because it really does deserve it. But after all, it's still cool as it is, and that's why it's only at the 10th place. You know what I mean. Number 9. Masquerain. Masquerain is a bug flying type, again a bug type, and well, Masquerain. Guys, Masquerain deserves a water type. Just because of its move pool, its name, it's just everything. It just deserves a water type. When I played Pokemon Ruby, I believe, yeah, I had Ruby, and I fought a Masquerain. It always had water type moves, and I always thought it was a water type because look at it, it's a water type, right? Well, no, it's a bug flying type. Masquerain has such a great water move pool. Bubble, Rain Dance, Aqua Jet, Scald, Hydro Bomb, Bubble Beam. And it has even rain in its name. What else do you want, Game Freak? Just give it a water typing. Come on. Number 8. I like Granbull so much. It's such a great Pokemon with the Intimidate, great bulk. I just love the Pokemon, but it's a fairy type, guys. Granbull is not a fairy. Just look at it. It's not a fairy. It's a bull, it's a dog, it's a angry dog. It's not a fairy. It just doesn't fit in my mind. It just don't. Compare it with other fairy types. Just Flabébé, Wigglytuff, Clefairy. And I do quite believe that the fairy typing it made Granbull a lot better with Play Rough and all that good stuff, but still, it just doesn't fit for me. Number 7. Goodra. Goodra is a pure dragon type Pokemon, which is pretty good. It's a really good Pokemon. Total stats are 600. It's just really strong, a good specially defensive wall and all that stuff. But what I think of Goodra is that it's just it needs one more type to get at least a little bit more weaknesses, because this Pokemon is a little bit too overpowered in my opinion. His Pokedex entry says that this friendly dragon type Pokemon will hug its beloved trainer, leaving that trainer covered with sticky slime. That's also a thing with Goodra. It's just a little slimy Pokemon. Well, it's not little, but you know what I mean. But still, I think Goodra deserves a poison type. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I think it needs poison type to get at least a little bit more weaknesses, and it's just a kind of poison type Pokemon in my opinion. It looks like a poison type, a little bit purple, poison-ish, and with the green stuff, it has also some poison coverage moves. So I think Gudra deserves a poison type. And let's hop into the next number Pokemon thing. Number 6. Flygon. Flygon is a ground dragon type, and it's a really cool Pokemon in my opinion. I really like it. It's a cool, awesome looking Pokemon. When I first saw Flygon, I thought, whoa, that Pokemon is awesome. And it really is. It's a cool Pokemon. But it's a ground dragon type, and in my opinion, a Flygon is not a ground dragon type. Flygon is more like a dragon flying type because it's Flygon. It's fly in its name. Why didn't you give it a fly type? It flies in the air. It's just I understand the dragon typing because of Flygon, and it's a dragonfly kind of Pokemon. So, well, I think Dragonfly just deserves a flying dragon typing because of its well, left it wouldn't make any sense anymore. That's another thing, but still, it's in my opinion it just deserves it. I don't know if you guys agree with it, but it just deserves it in my opinion. I know iShard will wreck it, but still, it deserves it in my opinion. Number 5. Girafarig. Girafarig is a normal psychic type Pokemon, and it's a really I think this Pokemon is really creepy, guys. Its Pokemon Dex entry says it still has a small brain of its own. Beware, if you get close, it may react to your scent and bite. That's just creepy. It still has its own brain, guys. That's just creepy. But I think Girafarig is a really cool Pokemon. It does not have a lot of weaknesses except for Bug and Dark. And, well, in my opinion, this Pokemon deserves a Dark typing. I would love to see a Psychic Dark Girafarig because of its... Just look at its back. It's a dark side. Girafarig has a psychic side, the front side, and a dark side, his ass backside. It's just, in my opinion, this thing deserves a dark type. It learns some dark kind of move, but those moves are physical, which is a bummer because it doesn't learn dark pulse, and Girafarig is more likely a psychic, a special attacker. Sorry, and the cool dark type moves it learns is Crunch and Beat Up and Thief and Assurance, but still, maybe it could give it dark pulse or anything like that. So, in my opinion, Girafarig deserves a dark typing. So, let's hop into the next. Number 4. Noctowl. Noctowl is a normal flying type, and in my opinion, Noctowl doesn't deserve its normal typing. It just doesn't. It doesn't get any kind of good normal special typing move except for Hyper Beam, but that's just a weird move. You won't run a Hyper Beam Noctowl. And well, its only special attacking psychic normal type move is Echoed Voice. And well, I think that Noctowl deserves a psychic type. Psychic flying, guys. Noctowl, when I was young, I always thought Noctowl was a psychic type. I think you guys did it as well, didn't you? Oh my god, Noctowl is such a psychic type. It really is. A psychic flying. It's a cool typing. Sigilyph has the same typing. I don't know if there are any more Pokemon that learns this typing or have this typing, I have to say. But Noctowl learns Hypnosis, Dream Eater, Reflect, Confusion, Send Headbutt, Synchro Noise, Extrasensory, Psychic, Agility, all kinds of psychic type moves. It even learns more psychic type moves than flying types move. That's just insane, Game Freak. Why didn't you give this Pokemon a psychic typing? It's just insane. Another thing, guys, not only Noctowl on its own, Pidgeot, Investment, Pharaoh, they all have the normal flying type, just like Noctowl, and I think those typing just don't work with them. I know Pharaoh, Investment, and Pidgeot kinda like the normal typing, but they don't really get a good normal type move like Double Edge or Trash. There are Pokemon with the same typing like Braviary and Dodrio they get trash and double edge, they get good moves, but those other ones just don't. They don't really need that normal typing. Number 3! Stunfisk. Stunfisk is just a weird Pokemon. Just look at it. It's just a weird thing. But Stunfisk is a electric ground type, and I think Stunfisk deserves a water typing. It's just I don't know. I like its ground typing. I think Stunfisk is a ground type, but still Stunfisk needs a little bit of a water typing because it has water type moves. Scald, Surf, maybe, I don't know. It gets water type moves. I know that, and well, it has a lot of weaknesses, and that's the problem with Stunfisk. It has a ground weakness, a grass weakness, a water weakness. It has a little bit too much weaknesses to be. It needs just water. Electric would be great on Stunfisk, or maybe in the next gen. This is something weird, but I'm going to say it. They could add 3 typings. I don't know what the weaknesses would be if they do it, but they could add a ground, water, and electric typing on Stunfisk. That would be really crazy. But I do like Stunfisk a lot, and I think it deserves a water typing. So let's hop into the next one. Number 2. Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo was my main troll. Oh my god, Sudowoodo! I still can't believe that it's only a rock typing. It's a tree. It mimics a tree. That's what the Pokedex said, at least. And Sudowoodo, I like Sudowoodo. It's a cool Pokemon, but look at it. Sudowoodo just needs a grass typing. It needs to be grass rock. It would be a cool typing. It doesn't really have too much weaknesses, and that would be even better for Sudowoodo. So I think Sudowoodo really deserves a grass rock typing, and it would make a little bit more sense because of its rock, because of its mimicking tree thing. A tree is grass. It even learns Woodhammer. That's also great, and it has wood in its name. Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo. Wood is grass, not rock. So I think Sudowoodo really deserves a grass typing. And well, let's hop into the number 1. Number 1! And the number 1 of this top 10 is Gliscor. And you guys know why Gliscor is number 1? Well, Gliscor is number 1 because it's a flying ground type. Not especially because of that, but it's a scorpion, guys. It's a flying scorpion. And when I see a scorpion, I always think it's poisonous, or I think it stings, and it feels like a poison type for me. And it also has the hidden ability Poison Heal. I know if Gliscor would get Poison Heal, a poison type, Poison Heal wouldn't work anymore because poison types can get poisoned. But I don't know. I feel like Gliscor is a poison flying type. The ground typing, I don't really know why it's a ground typing, to be honest. I think flying type, I can see the flying typing work on Gliscor, but the ground typing, I don't really see that work. And well, I hope you guys did agree with this one. It had to be in the top 10, in the number 1 for me, just because it feels like a poison type. It just feels like it. I don't know why. Well, I just don't know. It's just a poison flying type for me. Well, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this top 10. I think there will be some more coming up. I don't know. If you have any suggestion of a kind of top 10 you want me to do, a top 10 Pokemon I like, a top 10 Pokemon I hate, anything about that kind of thing, just let me know in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy it and you want to see more of this, give it a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. And I see you guys in my next video. Later.
Out there.